Hey guys, Bear here from TGS with another Minecraft TGS City Creative live stream. Overall, it is number 95. Going to be continuing on with TGS City. Last time what we did is we spent a lot of time just thinking out some ideas for the TGS skyscraper, as well as getting a lot of testing done for the train card. I'll show our results and go over everything in the stream on the screen, my spreadsheet that I did. And otherwise, we'll just hop into trying to get the timing correct on the minecart system. Our goal is going to be probably to rip apart what's down there currently and rework it in a manner that works with the new layout. So let's do a few things real quick. Let's make it day. Let us turn off weather. And yeah, that's the plan. We're going to play till around 4:30 p.m., which is slightly under 2 hours. And then I'll take a half-hour break or so and come back with Prey Typhon Hunter, and that's it for today. If you missed it, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered was earlier. Do want to say before we get into this, would really appreciate if you like, sub, check out our other content. You can go to thegamersociety.com, vote in our polls, check our schedule, check our store, t-shirts available, and join our clubs on Xbox, the Gamers Society Fan Club, and the TGS Screenshot Club. Congrats to Beastly Bonsai, who won our Olympic tournament prize last time. We'll be holding another TGS Olympics once we officially get everything situated. This is done. The golf course needs some work. The minecart timing needs work. Spleef Arena needs work. Anything else we want to do before the next tournament, this time it'll be completely open to anyone who requests to join. First come, first serve. I will not have a requirement of being a long-term sub for this because that was a 1K special, so we wanted to show special thanks to the people who've been around the longest, hence who we invited. But next time we'll let it be completely random. Here's sub towers. 2 of these have recently been reserved. I want to count how many are empty real quick. We got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we only have 7? Oh my god. Let me make sure. Starting over. So we got 1 open there. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. Now I'm counting 8 empty. So we definitely got 4 on that side. There's no way there's 8. What the hell? 7. Because there's 4 on this side total open. Oh, 5. Okay. 5. Then we got 6, 7, and I believe 8. So there's 8 open. Obviously I had a miscalculation somewhere. Out of those 8, 2 are all reserved. We're down to 6 remaining. I'm going to go ahead and check my list. Oh yeah, it is 8. Let me see. We'll just go over our list real quick while we're here. This will be a way to thank our subs. We have Bobby, 3rd floor of the Beach Diamond Tower. So Bob Capri. It's been here for many streams. Not really recently, but you know, never know, it might come back. That's his place. We have Electrovolts in this building right here on the 3rd and 4th floor. We have Havley Family in Mountain Gold Tower, 2nd floor. Right here. We have J-Smoke in Beach 1, 3rd and 4th. Unfortunately, J-Smoke's not going to make it today. He was planning to help me out with stuff, but unfortunately he's going to make it. I don't know. Doesn't seem like Schmag is going to be making it either. We have King Connor in the middle 2, Iron Tower on the 3rd floor. Here's King Connor's place. Lollipop is in Mountain Diamond Tower on the 3rd, right here. He put an awesome message there thanking us for our streams. Purple Cow is on the 3rd and 4th of this building. Unfortunately, I believe he switched to PlayStation, but out of respect for the time he was a long-term sub, we'll keep him here. Schmagelbohr for the co-commentator right here. We got Slothful Tierra, 2nd floor of the middle iron tower right here. We have me, floors 4 and 5 over here, my living room, my cat, my bedroom. I have a, this is my bar on my deck here. Night Stalker, one of our long-term subs that you guys probably know from a lot of different streams, including Minecraft, has the 3rd and 4th for this building. And finally, we have Staff, who has 2nd floor of the Gold Tower, which is right here. This used to just be a dead end right here, but now it connects over into that part of town. I decided one day to put that in. So currently, shout out to Late Knot in chat. Late Knot actually is one of the 2 people reserving one of the last 8. So there's only technically 6 left for anyone who's interested in reserving one. You get an entire floor. All the 2-story ones are taken. You know, this is my 2-story over here. Only Diamond and Golds had 2 stories, and they're all taken as mentioned. All of these are singles, so you get 1 floor in any of these floors. This is my tower, so if a sub wants to be close to me, this is where you go. If you're a big fan of Schmag, you can probably you take this floor right here, because this is Schmag's tower. And these 2 are just completely open. I know why these were saved for last, because, you know, people analyze the views and stuff. You can see Central Park and stuff, but you know, compare that to my view, for instance. You see the suburbs from my house. That's pretty cool. I never noticed. I haven't been here in a while. That's where the creeper statue will be. Right out there on that island. It'll be kind of our Statue of Liberty. There'll be a subway train going out there with a glass wall so you can see the ocean floor while you're going across. You'll get out the station, go upstairs, and kind of go through a little security thing like they have in real life, and then you can go up into the creeper to the eyes and stuff to look out. So that'll be pretty cool. Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I think we covered everything. Like I said, probably Typhon Hunter after this. Late Knot will be joining me. We'll go ahead and probably stick to the Mimic side today to try and really get that win. I really want to get the achievements done in that game, and you know, remove that. You know, it's a really fun thing, but I want to remove it from the channel to make space for some other stuff. I can either do a 1K gamer score game. I can bring back Train Sim World. There's a lot of different things I can do at that time. But here we go. I'm going to show. Here is my spreadsheet. I made this in Microsoft Excel. Basically just to calculate what we should do. So you can see the Gamer Society Minecraft track calculations. I did it on the 21st, so the day after the last stream, I think. On Monday. 6 tracks. I have average and average without outlier. If you don't know what an outlier is, it's an outlier in data. It just means it stands out from the rest, meaning that it's most likely, you know, includes error. As you see, there's lap 1 in the average time between the laps. There's lap 2 with the average time between the laps. Lap 3 with the average time between laps, and total time with the average time between the laps for all 3 laps. Lap 1, as you can see, as you go through track 1 through 6, just as predicted. Just to show you guys, I'm going to fly over there in the game. You probably see it in the background. I'll pull it down just to show you so I can explain what tracks 1 through 6 are. Alright, just got here. Bring the screen back. Track 1 is this one right here. Track 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you see, guys, the amount it takes to do a lap goes up with the track by right around an average of 1.94 with the outlier, 1.92 with it. So each time you extend one track out, you know, you move from track 1, you see in the background the track 2 to track 3. It's about 1.92 seconds without the outlier, so we want to ensure that there's a 1.92 second timer that sets the lights off. If you look in the background, these are supposed to turn on. Yeah, so if we're doing 1 lap, this should turn on first. This will come on second with a time of 1.92 difference. 1.92, 1.92, 1.92, 1.92. This is the shortest track. Oops. So you don't want to you know, send them first, because then they're just going to have a ridiculous advantage. I've officially decided to make this a 3-lap race, hence we're going with a higher number of, I'll show you guys in a second. I just want to get this stuff out. The stuff out that we're going to need here, because we're going to be doing a lot of circuit modification. This is why I didn't want to really bring anybody in unless J-Smoke was here, because I really want to stay focused on this. I kind of need to work on it alone. This is one of those things. I'm going to have to pretty much gut my room down below, which is really kind of disappointing, but I'll bring the times back up and continue going over in a second. But here's the circuit room. All of this is based on a 1.8 second delay. Unfortunately, it didn't work out as planned. So what I'm thinking is, at the most, we might be able to just extend it back into here. So I'm going to take this out. And this way, because it's going to be a massive delay, we need to make this about 3 times as long, I think, to get the delay I'm looking for. Once we get that delay, we have to continue that delay along these, which means this entire region is going to have to be modified. So this is going to be a stream of just circuit modifications and timing calculations. We're going to test it a bunch of times with a clock, analyze the differences, try and make sure it's correct. If you wonder why I'm so specific, it's because I graduated electrical engineering in college in real life, so it's kind of my cup of tea. It's not the same at all when you work with a real wire and a real resistor and a real inductor and capacitor. It's absolutely insane how you got to work it out to get the numbers right and mess with stuff and change resistances and all this different stuff to meet what you're looking for. But here it's really just add repeaters for delay and ensure that the voltage can travel far enough as it dissipates in distance. Let's see, back to here. So what I'm going to be doing is going off the total amount for lap 2, though. You can see the times go up once again. Each lap, you can see lap 6 in both track 1 and track 2 average distance, or average difference, is higher than the rest. The 2 through 5 for track 1 are like 1.8 through 1.96, and it jumps to 2.06. Definitely something with error there. Lap 2, same deal. It jumps by 0.36 from the highest difference. The rest are 1.92 through 0.203, so 2.0 sounds pretty even for that. Lap 3, as you can see, I don't know why there's that negative right there. I don't know if that's correct, but we got 1.99. So as you can see, the first lap, the difference is the lowest, and then it goes up to right around 2.0 with 1.99, 2.0. Hence the 5.91 and is my going to be my goal. From there, it's really going to come down to response time when that light goes on, depending how fast the person in that lane moves forward and starts going around. That will determine how they perform at the finish line. And that is the goal. So technically, that -3 is an outlier right there. I just feel like that lap just doesn't seem optimal, but its times are so relevant compared to the laps before it, within 0.03 and 0.0 for lap 2. I'm not going to worry about that. And then total time, you can see it goes up as it should on a dot by right around in the 5.9 range, and it jumps to 6.85. So just ignore that. So we're going to end up with a 5.91 as our number for total goal. So I think right now we have 1.8 with all that circuitry down there. So like I said, we got to do a massive amount of extensions. We're going to use a iPhone calculator to kind of calculate all this stuff. And that is that. Hopefully you guys understood something else. That's all average data, which in this you just put equal to $, AVG, and then in parentheses put the blocks you're looking for in Excel. It's pretty straightforward. Google it if you ever need to use it. Definitely something good to know. So now let's get to the actual work. So all this stuff is gonna need heavy modification. What's worst about this is this final one here is not underground. We might have to do something about that. I'm not really sure what I'll do yet. We can extend the gold right here and try and do something. I don't know. The last track's going to be the toughest to officiate, just by the way it's laid out. Storming out here, but we're going inside anyway, so who cares? Here it is. So we're going to need to make this around almost 2 times as long. Jeez Louise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Jeez Louise. So we're going to need a total of 76 added repeaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That doesn't count because it's going to be redstone. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, minus 2, 35, 36, 37, 38. Let's go ahead and put this in and just start installing this at least, and then we can go from there. But obviously it's going to come down to actual testing. So this whole thing now is going to be part of the circuit room. This is nuts. I use glowstone back there? I do. Alright. What you mean about school? Late night? Are you asking where I went to school, or so I understand? And if you don't mind answering back, let me know where you're at in school and life. I've had fans who, come from 8th grade in school, fans from high school, fans from college, people who are, outside working their career. I don't really mind as long as you're chill. You're always welcome in my streams for people who are in that situation. One issue is, I don't know if we're gonna have enough circuitry. If worst case scenario, I think underneath here, yeah, there'd be plenty of space. Jeez Louise, look at this. There's be plenty of space down here to, come down here and do what we gotta do. I don't know where this breakout right there. The best part is we're gonna have to, oh, I have a great idea. We don't need all this shit. Excuse the language. We leave all these red lines in. We keep these, but only as needed. We break this all down. We make the one loop. And then what I have to do is I have to feed the circuit back into here. So basically, it would have to go through this again, but each time it goes down this path, it could amount to the same delay each time. A 5, point, what is it? Let me bring it up on the screen. 5.91. And once we got 5.91 timing, all we do is, again, send the signal back through so it comes into here. And then from, so that's not good, but we can figure something out. I'm sure we can. What the hell is this supposed to be? Oh, it's a CD store. Oh, cool. We could probably, do this and then stick a bunch of boom boxes here or something under the pictures. We'll figure something out. For now, I'm just gonna gut it because, unfortunately, the music store is gonna be shut down for a bit here as I make things happen. So I'd have to run the signal down through here, which won't be a problem. All of this would have to go, though. I guess it's time. We'll redesign it as needed. We'll leave that up there, because that's how it's going to have to be anyway to get up to the signals. The only thing I worry about is track 6 does not have a connector. I don't know how we're going to run that one. But we can worry about that later. Let's just get the delay and then we can worry about if we want to multi-tier it or what we want to do with this. It's going to be a lot of work to get this delay down. Problem is, how am I going to get it to work the way I want? The way I'm thinking. I don't know if it's even possible. So, hopefully I'm not wrong. I'll change this layout a little bit. I think what we should do is we should run this around the entire exterior of the room in the same manner. Up to a certain extent. And then leave room for the individual. I could technically just mimic it, but we'd have to have multi-tier mimicking, which means this thing would have to be mimicked over and over and over in multi-tiers. It would look absolutely amazing. At the same time, who the heck wants to do all that work, you know? I'm trying to think. How can we do this? So again, like I was saying, I can send the signal back into here and have it go again. Problem with that is, how am I going to tier it off to not hit the same circuit again? This isn't like a real life circuit, so I can't just have a break and have the signal cut off while it continues to the other branch. You know, switches per se. They do, I think they do have a thing that acts like a switch though. The comparator. It has to have 3 signals. The hell was that? I think it's going to be a way bigger undertaking than I ever imagined, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to actually keep the circuit this way because I don't think we're going to have another way to do this. So let's see. I have a book on Minecraft blocks, but I don't know where the heck it is. That would probably help tremendously. Let's just do this and see what kind of delay we get maxed out. So now the best part, we have to go down every individual one and make sure they're all on max delay. It's going to take forever. And this is just one circuit if it works. We might just have to multi-tier this entire room and then dig some underground circuitry and do some modifications to the stadium to make this work. I think there would be a way to have it do the next tracks, but I have to use comparators, which are like using Boolean or something, so I don't know much about it. That's hence why I want to do some Google research. It's building a 9.1 second, what was it, 9.72 second delay? Bringing the screen back up. No, I'm horribly off, 5.91 second delay. That's probably all this plus some at max capacity, so. My hope is to find a way to get this to work as planned. Oh yeah, guys, you see this stuff. This is a ridiculous circuit. It's taking like the whole thing. You can say that late, not. Don't worry, you're not spamming or anything. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. I want to make sure this works, so we're just going to observe it the first time to watch the signal. See what I'm saying? The signal we could repeat through here. The problem is I don't know how to break the thing off. It could be a lot slower than, this might be slower than I ever anticipated. It might be horribly wrong. It's taking quite a long time to get around. So I'm trying to think. So what I used to do is I had like a 10-second delay and then had the delay between. I think that's way too long. We're going to time it, but I'm guessing 90% chance that's way too high. Maybe I'll have a 10-second delay on top of, so we need 15.92 for the first one and then 5.92 for the rest of the circuits. Again, let me just bring it up so I ensure I'm not getting confused. 5.91. So 15.91 should be our first delay, because you want to be able to click the button and head upstairs through here and get in your minecart to be ready for the race. So if it actually is around 15, we should be good to go. This one doesn't need to be perfect. The rest need to be timed correctly. This one will be the official starter. So let me get a clock out. Have it going now. I think it's way too massive. We're going to have to gut some of that, but that means we're going to have a lot more space than I anticipated to work with for the rest of the circuits. So we only need, what, like a third of that to get like a 5-second delay? I'm pretty sure we can work that all into that room and just, it'll be ugly, but it'll work. Holy crap, this is a long delay. 30 seconds already. Wow, literally like a 40-second delay. So much for getting 5.91. Alrighties, so we need to cut this down by a lot. So what I'm going to do is delete this back sector here and free up all the space for the other circuits. Like I said, guys, this is going to be a whole stream of this. This is why I didn't want to bring anybody in. So I don't really need help with this. But I appreciate the offers, everyone. Anytime we allow subs in, we like to have at least one supervisor, and Jay Smoke's usually that. If he gets home and somehow we're still streaming this and we have time, we can try to bring people in. Or if I get this done on time, I can try and bring someone in like late out I know has the game. So maybe if I get the circuit done, you know, we'll be able to do it. So let's time this and then we'll have an idea of what we need to do. We need what I wanted, 15.91 delay, which is going to be really tough to tell, but right around 16 seconds. Because you're going to hop out and you're going to be the first one to go, most likely. And we crossed the line. We're only off by 2 point some seconds. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of some of these. Any noise in the background is just a rambunctious puppy, so sorry about that. Let's try this. Once we have this done, we'll have to figure this out. Thinking about changing this up though, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're going to add those here. I think I forgot to put them all on max timing, so that's going to mess with me a little bit. Let's put them on max timing and retest. What I figured is have the... What we should really be doing is getting the 10-second delay, and then we can calculate from there. So let's try and get a 10-second delay. That's all we want here. We're going to test out like 10 of these in a row and see how much time we get. So with this, you see they're all on max delay. I'm going to put that there. Put that there, but those are going to remain on 0 delay. So they won't be delaying it. And this way we'll know what 10 of these things do. And we can kind of calculate how many we need from there. Let me quickly get some notepad ready. Alright, let's get the timer ready. And yeah, in between streams I'll take a look at the clubs. That was like 4 seconds, guys. I barely had time to get upstairs. Let's try that again. Can I see the light from here? I can. Alright. Well, let's just hit it and then look. Uh, 4.62 seconds, so we want to double it, plus an extra one maybe. Put that in and run the test now. Again, guys, I'm just working on a 10-second delay at the beginning, and then we'll break off the circuits and kind of swing them around and about to make the rest of the delays coincide. Once we know what we need, we can just rinse and repeat the same design across all 6 tracks. And wham-boosh. Putting them every 4. This is just temporary design. Alrighty. Second 10-second delay testing occurring. Here we go. Starting. Be ready to hit stop the second the light goes on. Seems like slightly over, so I think we can remove a few repeaters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with that. There we go. Back to testing. Oops, I started clock and didn't hit the button correctly. Alright, it's waiting. Again, this is human error in these times, so I expect like a 0.1, 0.2 second error. 10.8, we might be able to remove 1 to 2 more. I don't know how much each of them have in delay. I think 10 came out to what, 4 seconds, 4.5 or something. So they each have like a 0.45 second delay. So about 2 of these should suffice for the 10-second delay. Let's test the theory. Once I confirm the theory once, I'm going to run it 3 total times because I want to make sure that we get the right information. Starting. So you mess up this time, we're going to have to do it all again, and I'm good on that. 10.04 seconds. That's exactly what we needed. 0.04 seconds is not enough time for someone to really make a noticeable difference in a race, because human reaction time is at least 0.1 seconds or more. Hence why they say the new double clutch cars can shift faster than the human. They shift in like 0.05 seconds and shit. Humans take way longer to shift gears in manuals. Even though I'm a supporter of manual cars, I'm a supporter of the double clutch movement. My real life car has a double clutch, and I can never shift as fast as it does. It's almost like instantaneous with the button push, because I have a paddle shifter. So 10-second delay is done. Now we need to figure out 5.91 seconds. So we're going to start just testing it by adding them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me do 5.91 divided by 0.45 and see if that actually comes out to a decent number. Comes out to 13.1, so let's add 13 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If that's the case, all we would do is we would branch this out this way, come back and do 13 more, and then have it go up into here, do the same all the way out to here. And then for the final track, we're going to have to try and incorporate the amount we need up above somewhere or something. Well, to figure out something, but right now, this is the current test. Once I get this working properly, I wouldn't mind bringing a sub in to kind of just hop on the track with me and run a few races, so we can see if it truly positively works the way as intended. I'm going to put this right here. Each of these should have a repeater that doesn't have anything. It's just the signal strength up to above. We want that strength to be full out, because you want to make sure that it reaches where it needs to go. For instance, if I need to add 13 for this, there's no way in hell this is going to work. I mean, we can add 1 right here and bring it in like that. Yeah, you can add 1 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing, what, 7 other ones? Jeez. And there's no way to incorporate that. Technically could extend this out 1 more and make it happen, but that just, I don't know how that'll look. Will look like crap, will look good. We're just going to take this out for now and worry about it when the time comes. Let's just at least get 5 out of 6 tracks functioning, and then we can go from there. All this I think is fine. That's how it has to work. It has to come up and then turn to get in the correct lane. And for anyone who hasn't seen, this is the stadium seating up here, so you'd be watching the start of the race right here. This would probably be the best seating for that. You have glass there so you can see inside at the start. This is probably my favorite spot. This is the suites region. This is where, you get the expensive seats because they have the best view. You have the track entirely. You have the boat race in the middle. You have the Spleef Arena. You have the Trident throw right above your head. It's all in one feature. Shout out to McMaster. Yeah, I think I told you already. I already put you down for an apartment. Just right now is not a time that I can allow it to be done. I thought Jay Smoke was going to make it. He was going to be able to take you and late night to your places, let you pick apartments, let you fill them in, and then you guys were going to help him with some work around the city. For instance, one of those things was TGS Tower. Just fly over there real quick to take a breather from this tedious work. This is the next building I want to fill in, and we came up with a floor design you see in there right now. It's just glowstone. Wherever this is, you just put glowstone, tinted glass, bedrock, and then you fill the rest in with emerald. And you have to do that for all the floors. So every floor all the way up to the top where there's emerald on the outside is a floor of the building. I think the hospital is one of the buildings I think we almost fully completed. I think we made a lot of rooms, we just never filled them in yet. But you'll notice certain floors might be filled in, some not. Let's go on the back side. Are any of these filled in? I guess we just put rooms and didn't really design the rooms yet. I think the only truly filled in tower so far is the farm building. You have a tractor on the first floor. The lights actually work from inside the tractor. You hit a switch, turn them on. Trees, pumpkins and stuff on this floor. Vegetables and flowers, cacti, sugarcane, mushrooms. Here is animal floor number 1. Mushrooms, pigs, sheep, etc., etc. Come up here. Polar bear. There's a sheep in the horse den for some reason because they spawn on grass. And up here you have the farm to table bar. What's it called? Fromage de farm. It's right at cloud level, so the clouds can fly through the building, which is pretty funny. It used to be when you were in the cloud, you were in the cloud, but apparently now I can go inside the cloud and it doesn't look like a cloud. Interesting. Shout out to DLX Gaming. I can technically reserve the sub-tower rooms you guys want. If McMaster and or Late Not confirm in chat that they're here, I can go over fly by the sub towers for you guys so you guys can see. So the circuitry is ready for testing. We're looking for a 15.91 second delay as seen on the spreadsheet. I calculated and bring it up again. If you look on average without outlier, because I don't want the outlier in the data, meaning it's an incorrect lap. We had human error, we had testing error, something happened that came up with an outlier of data. But 5.91 seconds is right where we want to be for this, for a 3-lap race. So let me test this, and then McMaster and Late Not, I have you guys down in my phone. Let me take 10 seconds to check real quick. Let's see. As I have a list in my phone of who lives in what tower, just so when I do signs and stuff, reserved. 3 of 8 remaining are reserved, so I'll have 5 more after this. One's for Nightwolf, but he's not here. I think in early March we'll be doing a Schmag and Nightwolf at my real house and real life stream. Last time we called it the 3 Drunketeers. We just made barbecue. Hung out with Jack Daniels a little bit and just played a bunch of games. Schmag beat the entirety of Sonic 1 on the stream while we just kind of chilled and watched because we didn't do that well. And then we tested out a bunch of different games. Train Sim World, we did a crazy taxi tournament. A bunch of random crap during that stream, or those 2 streams. But anyone on Xbox One, if you don't already have a subscriber apartment, just send me a message or let me know, chat. I can put your gamer tag down to bring you in sometime. I know I already have Late Night and McMaster down reserved for sure, so don't worry, guys. Alright, let's hit this and hope for 15.91. Same time. Right around 16 seconds. And if I can get that same result a few times, it might be it. I got 14.91 seconds. So I think we might need to add 2 more. 1, 2. Run this again. 2 to 3 more. If it's 3, it's definitely not a full one at the end. But once we have this, like pretend this ends up being 15 or 16 of these. All I have to do is branch this out, lead it back this way partially, and then come back, and then rinse and repeat, branching it out and bringing it back into the circuit so it goes into these, and kind of each time probably extending it out and leading basic lines with just repeaters with no delay in the further lanes. And then for lane 6 we're gonna have to figure that one out, probably outside, since right out here, I'll show you guys, I can't really put cable in. because that is the boat racing area. So we're gonna have to run that cable up above, and if it's 16 repeaters, I'm thinking my only option might be to kind of extend this out like this, and then what we do is, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. That's not gonna work because the button's right there. Shit. Excuse my language. That's for the boat race. We only put these here to make it look more even when you're looking at it, so both sides have the same design. Something like this is what I'll have to do. It looks ugly as shit though. Excuse the language, but it really does. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about this. And then on top of that, we'd have to add this like in these to make it look better. And that would also deter that. We don't need them right here though. But right there we would need it, because then this way when this comes around like this, we don't have to worry about it integrating into the previous thing. That's that problem right there as well. Oof. Definitely not what I need to deal with. Probably looks completely out of place, but for now, that's probably how it would have to go. There's nowhere to really hide it, that's the problem. It's going to look like crap, but it's going to work. So functionality over looks, I guess. No, I hit the minecart. Ah. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break from that, because just a lot of focus and energy goes into trying to figure that stuff out. So I just want to take a quick break since we still have like an hour to go. I'm going to end around 4:30, so slightly under 2 hours. Got to take my pup out for a walk. I'll probably make some tea and stuff. I'm going to make some green tea and whatever else I do, and get back on by 5 to 5:15 and play Prey Typhon Hunter the rest of the day with Late Knot. Here I am a sub tower, so Late Knot, McMaster, if you're there, you know, it's going to be first call out, so whoever requested first, do not say anything until I'm done reviewing these though. You can either, you know, here's how it works. So this is row 1, this is row 2. So, you know, you want, this is Osh, or this is Bay, and that is Mountain. So pretend, you know, someone wants this one right here. You would say Diamond 2 Mountain. Second, or yeah, like Diamond 2 Mountain, and I would know this is the building you want to be in. Or you say Diamond 2 Water. You can just put, that would be that. You know, Gold 1 Water is this. These, obviously you just let me know, and there's no other ones really. There's just, this is Schmag's building, the co-commentator. He's up here in these upper floors. We have another sub already moved into here. I think Lollipop, and then we have Open right here. These are all filled in by subs. This one's open, so Gold 2 Ocean's open. This is my tower where I live. These are my floors. I have 2 floors. There was 2 floors here, there, and then on the gold ones, only gold and diamond, and all of them are taken by our longest term subs like J Smokes in one of them. I'm in one, Schmags in one, Electra's in this one. You know, Purple Cow, who used to be here for like 2 years and vanished to PlayStation's here. I'm gonna leave it in there out of respect to his time here in building and helping us build the city. But let me know, guys, want to chat. Just again, Ocean, you know, Gold 1 Ocean. You can just say iron buildings, and you can pick one of these 2 iron buildings. Since I highly doubt it'll be difficult, you know, if you both want iron, you can both have the upper floors of the iron. If you want Mountain Diamond, it's right there. If you want Gold Ocean 2, it's right here. This obviously, like this one has a view of the ocean. You'll see the creeper statue, the stadium. This will be your deck view. If you want the tower I'm in, this will be your view. That right there is probably going to get removed, and honestly, it'll probably become residential or farmland, or we'll figure it out at some point. But you'll have a view. As per iron, I mean, obviously these are probably, they're empty because, I mean, honestly, they're probably the least favored. Yeah, the view's not horrible, but it's definitely cut off. And you know, you're just a floor up. Same. This one actually has a better view because you can see into the park through the underpass. So this one might be a little bit better. As per over here, the only one available here is this one, which is kind of the worst of the diamonds. Why? Because you just have a giant wall right here. You can see this townhomes over there. But yeah, if either of you are still there, let me know in chat which one you want. Like I said, if I can get this circuitry done, you guys can come in and help me test it, and on top of that, we can get your stuff filled in. As I wouldn't mind doing that, just to lighten up the stream a bit. It's been 45 minutes of just circuitry work. Just needs to get done. And roger that the late knot. If you don't want any of the TGS apartments, that's all cool too. I'll just go ahead and remove you from the list. Let's see, late knot. Select his name. Deleted. McMaster, if you're still there, you're welcome to request one. Once they fill in, that'll be it. There won't be any more available. We will be giving away townhomes at some point, but it's going to be a lot harder to get a townhome unless you have already a TGS home or something of that manner. They're more likely going to go to our people who've helped with Minecraft a lot, including filling in a TGS sub apartment. Started the clock just so everyone's aware. I think I hit it, right? I hope I did. If it gets to like 20 seconds, I know I didn't hit it. And I don't think it worked. Reset. Alright, let me make sure. Did I disconnect it anywhere? It's called connected in, right? Let's go ahead and click stop when it lights up. $15.77. We wanted 15.91. I might be able to add one and do like 2/3 delay on it or something. So add this and go like that. We'll see how that works out, and then we can, we can work with that one on making it exact. I think McMaster left, so unfortunately he won't get the pick today, but I will say though, late night, you're the first person to ever decline a TGS city apartment. There's like 14 out of 20 filled at this point. I think we need to go down one notch, as I ended up at 16.17 even with the human delay. So that might be it right there. I just had to say it. You set the record. Which is all good. No worries. Just thought it was funny. 15.91 on the effing dot. No lie, guys. If I could show my phone screen right now, it's 15.91. What are the effing odds of getting that on the dot like that when a click of the phone? Wow. Since nobody wants any suburb apartments, though, I'll probably keep the stream closed at this point. There's no reason to bring people in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 and one of them's partial, so 1, 2, 3. Actually, let me think. So that's going to be like that. This one's got the branch from there. What we should do is probably get rid of some of these up here and bring them down below. So there's 16 of them. Maybe do 1, 2, whoa, 2, 3, 4. Then do 5, 6, 7, 8. Then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make that the 2. Why am I doing this? Because if you see, guys, each time I'm going to have to do the same thing, but it's going to move in each time. So I only would be able to go out 2 blocks over to here. We need it to go all the way back to like here. So 16. So we make that a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We actually want this to break off of here, come like this. So we could probably make that smaller. I'm going to build this in reverse since we know what we need. We might have to rerun the test on the 10-second delay, but that shouldn't be a problem. We know we need 16 with one of them being off. So we should have 8 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Break those. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically what would happen is it continues on from here, lighting up each of these. Once it gets to this signal and passes here, this doesn't count as a delay. It will in the final circuit though, with a double. But basically what it'll do is it'll go up there. It shouldn't have any delay here, and it should count as a 5.91 second delay circling back here to keep that delay going. So we need all of these to be max except the last one. And then we'll count them again real quick just to be sure. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, with 16 being partial. Shout out to Savage, what is up? Then on this one we got, that should be a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For this one, it's going to have to go like that to avoid the other circuit. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we'll do it this way. Technically what I could do is make this no delay, make this the 2 delay, and add this in for looks purposes and make this a full delay. So 17, but one of them's an active delay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, including the partial delay, and then 1 just to make it even with no delay. See what I'm doing, guys? We can even we have to keep that there because if we don't, the signal can just go straight across and avoid this entire system, and the light will flicker twice due to that. And that's all good, man. No offense, but when people come and go, I could really care less. Just that's how it works on YouTube and anybody's streams. Even the best people have people come and go. It's just how it goes. But yeah, he joined and left, I'm pretty sure. But who cares? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's going to be the same deal, or it's going to have to split off of there. And we'll put a bunch of these with no delay here. But then right here would be the 2 delay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it splits to here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 with no delay, simply to prevent circuit connections. These two are here just to boost the signal. We don't really need both, but for looks, I'll put both. And to keep it as clean as possible with these, because if these connect, it'll ruin absolutely everything. So I'm guessing here, we'll just be putting 4 of them, just a guess, and splitting it out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can test the other circuit. I'll just put a light at the end of the bottom circuit and we can just come in here to test that one to see how it's working in respect to how it should. So I want this one right here to have a 10-second delay. After the 10-second delay, it goes into the 5.91, which is all of these. I'll probably do an entire inspection at the end to make sure we didn't mess anything up, but this is pretty much how the cookie crumbles on this. So here we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same deal every time where one of them is going to be inactive and the rest are going to be active. So this will be the inactive one. This will be the 2. The rest of these will be full out. Bam, boosh. Oh man, this is a lot of circuitry, guys. Holy crap. So what I was saying, I want to test this circuit out on delay. And the best way to do that will be to just put a light down here. Like right here. Or maybe right here, because we can have a single wire going into it. Kinda, we'd have to click this. Oh, we can't see it from here? We got rid of that block right there. We probably could, but we have to replace it. Let me just get that out, the torch, so I don't mess it up. There we can see it. Awesome. We'll just have to put that back, like I said, to make sure we don't F up the track above. So I'll make a quick list on my phone. 1, we're going to test 10-second delay. 2, test 15.91 delay for circuit track 1. 3, we're going to inspect the entire track. Actually, we should probably just do that after doing the 10-second delay. Then we'll do the 15.91 delay plus the 5.91 for remaining. Only problem is up above, like I said. We'll see what that was powering. It was powering these right here, so I definitely got to put that back. But we need 16 up here to make this work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We do have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's test this delay and then do a full inspection. Thanks to anyone who's hopping in to watch. Just post in chat for a shout out. Got late not the troller up in here, saying how guys equals one person. Technically it means way more than one person, but chat is a little bit quiet. I know J Smoke will be watching this later, as well as a few other people who aren't here today in chat. So I refer to everyone who watches now and later. Starting timer. But we ain't got time to discuss that shice. I'm gonna get this done. 9.63 seconds. We might need one more of those. Let's test that. Once we get a 10-second delay, we connect it into the other circuits and we inspect them all one by one. Reset. One issue I have with this is how the door moves when you do this, but whatever. It's not the end of the world that the door opens like that. 10 seconds on the dot, guys. 10.01. So that is good. Now that we know the delay is correct up to this point, all we gotta do is bring it around. So, let's see, the button's right there, it goes into here. All of these are at max delay, which allows us a 10-second delay, so that the person who presses the button has time to get back in the minecart. Up above, we need 16, including a partial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Again, this is just for looks up here. They're all set to nothing. This way we don't have to worry about that. That breaks off into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 partial. No delay. It's just for looks and to protect circuits from connecting. If I put the line here to connect to here, it will connect all these and render this entire thing right here useless. So no delay and no delays up here. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 around. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. With a delay, no delay, and then a bunch of no delays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 with delay, and no delay. Then finally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Partial delay. That goes right up. I opened up all this space back here. I'm about to just fill it in to look pretty, I guess. We didn't need it all, but I'm going to leave it as an open area. You never know if we ever will need it for something else. It's always a possibility we can build something back here. I could actually build a cool little circuit room where it has all the components you need to like work on the stadium circuitry and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Just like a just have this as a room. So right here would be a wall, and it would be here with a door and glass on it. And back around here, we can just make this like a lounge. Random idea I'm having right now. You can put a door here. I'll reset my inventory anyway. So let's put it in the middle. 3. something like that. You open it up. Just have like a room back here with chests. I'll figure that out. That's not something that's an emergency. So according to my plan for this, we have about 40 minutes left and we're pretty far along. We did a 10-second delay. We inspected the entire track. Now we're going to test just a 15.91. Well, actually, I'll test it all. We'll do all in one big sweep. I have a lap timer where each time I can click lap, and it'll tell me the time between the laps. So we'll have 15.91 or close to it, and then we should have 5.91 for the rest. Am I able to see? Yeah, I can see them all from here too, so that'll make it easier. Thanks for anyone who's watching. Once again. Just gonna check right now. I'm actually curious. Yep, just like Sims 4 yesterday, it's gained like 10 views just since it's gone on the channel, not during the live period. So we do have people that watch, you know, after it goes live. So that's one of our most popular games. The rest might be a little bit less. It really depends. You never know. I've had live streams where, you know, say like 400 people saw it for Forza Horizon 3, for instance, and then after a few days it was like 600 something. Usually around DLC releases and stuff like that. I think our most popular stream was a Forza Horizon 3 stream with almost 1,000 views. Minecraft, I won't lie, Minecraft's been pretty slow, but I play it because I enjoy it partially, so that's part of the reason I'm on it. I only had an idea. How would this work? It's tinted glass, but it'll add light. Unfortunately, you can't make all these line up. Like, I can't make them all this side or this side. It's kind of randomly generated. One of the flaws Minecraft had lately in its updates. So it looks like crap, but it's how glowstone is nowadays. Otherwise, we'd have it all symmetrical for sure. Alright, real deal testing. Official test number 1. I'll probably run at least 3 to ensure, and I'll take screenshots and make sure it makes sense. So, start. Now we're just going to click lap each time the lights go on and see what we get by the time all 6 light up. Should get short. It should be 1/3 the time for the second light because the 10-second delay should only be for 1 light. And again, that's just so we have time to ensure the person can make it back. Alright, stopping the timer. So, seems the first one was pretty good. The rest are a little bit delayed by like 0.3 seconds. And I'm thinking it's because of the amount of distance it has to travel. I'm trying to think, like, how can we deal with this? We need to lower the delay. Let me run it again though, because I don't think I was perfect on my button clicks by any means. Before I mess with circuitry, let's see what the delay is. If it's, 0.3 seconds per lap, we can most likely set one of the additional ones to 2/3 or get rid of the 2/3 one entirely. There's a few options for how to handle that. Starting test again. Went right around 15.91 for this first one, but between 15.8 and 16.0 is optimal with human delay. To press the button. I got 16.72 instead of 15.91. Then I got 6.18, 6.07, 6.22, 6.17. Seems like they're off by around 0.2 each, which is probably that little delay, and about 2 of them on the other one. So we might be able to get rid of 2 of these entirely and leave the rest alone. So let's give it a quick check. Technically what we could do is this, and leave the rest alone just for looks. As long as we have the 16, the single ones don't delay, they just strengthen the signal, so they don't delay the circuit. Let's try it with this. For the rest, it was a 0.2 delay, so we might actually be able to set this to 0. Make sure none of them have that feature anymore. Now let's time it. We just mess with those switches. Literally is what we do at this point, and we should be able to figure it out. Shout out to Project Zorgo. What is up? Welcome to the stream. Started. So again, 15.91, and then around 5.91 should be the rest for this 3-lap race around the stadium. See if we can get it corrected, and then I can do something else with our time, like start working on a skyscraper or such. It's a lot better timing on the second light. Let's see if we get the same deal across the remaining lights. We still might be able to remove another component. It might be 15 that I need. Each of these adds maybe 0.4 seconds of time on max delay, so you get the idea. It's a lot of flipping around. So I got 16.27 on the first one. We're still a little bit ahead, but we got 6.0. They're all within 0.1 to 0.2 for the most part, but we can mess with it. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and knock 2 more of these down. Well, actually, let me knock 1 more of these off. So let's do that, then do that. So that should bring lap 1 down to where I want it. Lap 2 is a point some delay difference, so let's put that there. Lap 3, same deal. So I'm going to try putting that there. Lap 4, a little bit longer. By how much? By 0.3, so we could probably put it right there. Lap 5. Lap 5 was almost perfect. I don't want to touch that one. Because you gotta like take in the concept as well that, you know, each time you elongate these, it messes with the timing as well, because it does travel up these. And, you know, the amount of these changes it as well, so there's more to it than just timing each of these components. It relies on absolutely everything, including, you know, how it climbs up here, how it twists and turns, which route it takes, because it's not instantaneous lighting. It does go down the path, but yeah, this one, let me see how this delay was. We might be able to knock this off like that. Let's run a new test, and we're just going to keep messing with switches until we get this to even out where I want it to be. Alright, started it. Once I get like 3 good runs in a row with similar timings, we can call it and test it out somehow. Whether subs or whether we put you know, animals in the carts and send them around. I don't think the animals will work though, because they don't push forward on the cart, whereas a minecart player racing here will be pushing forward the whole time. also 0.1 human error, so eventually I'll hone in on the correct number, but... So we got 15.76 now on the first one, which means we can add around 0.15, which would be about 1 notch to the delay. So we can bring this up to this. For lap 2, that'll actually delay lap 2 a little bit more, but that is fine. As long as we lower lap 2, which is this one. It's maybe right here. Lap 3 should be okay with that change. Lap 4 actually needs an increased delay, which is this one right here. By about half, which would be around that. Lap 5 needs a slightly less delay, so maybe something like that. Actually, probably something like that. Then up above we have, it's off by 0.1, which I can contain as human error. Let's try again. This is probably a very quiet stream because it's not the most exciting, like late knots here, which I appreciate. But do keep in mind, not many people want to sit here and watch me mess with circuitry. If I was building big buildings and stuff, we get a lot more people, but with the circuit streams and stuff, it's been pretty quiet. Alright, let's pray for the best. I really don't want to spend too much more time doing this. We're so close. As long as the timing's correct, the rest of it will work out. I don't have to worry about that. We already tested. It's literally just getting the timing correct, is all it is. I'm trying to hit it the second the light goes on, but you know I can't do it instantaneously, so I'm counting 0.1 seconds of error per each one max. So if it's within 0.1, I don't suspect that it'll be an issue. So I got 15.86, which is 0.05 seconds off for lap 1. I'd say that's pretty good. Lap 2, 5.95. Lap 3, 6.06. Lap 4, 5.98. It seems like lap 3 is the only one that might... I mean, track 3 is the only one that might be a problem, which is this one right here. Because it's a little bit longer delayed than it should be, so... Maybe if we put it right there, which again will affect the other ones by making their delays a little bit longer, so we should probably increase one of them like that, and that should relay into this one, and we can try putting that back to there. Let's run a test again. It'll just be, you know, we're really close, so we're just honing in right now. We're probably going to be testing for a good 5-10 more minutes. So, lap 1 we got 15.94. 15.9 was my goal. 0.03 off. Beautiful. Lap 2 we won 5.91. We got 5.90. Lap 3 we got 5.85 versus 5.90. 0.05 second difference. Nobody's going to have a reaction time to make that mistake. Lap 4 and lap 5 are messed up. Lap 4 is too long and lap 5 is too fast. So we got to go mess with those two. Lap 6 was perfect though. So... by lap 4, I mean track 4. I'm just talking about my phone. 1, 2, 3, 4. So lap 4, we're off by 0.5 seconds, which is an entire one of these. So let's put that there like that and bring that up like that. It might be my error, but I don't think so. I think we messed with it. Once you mess with one of these back here, it messes the delay up for the rest. So it seems like up through 3 are good, and then 4 through 6 are what we're going to have to work with now. Lap 5 was too short. We just shortened the delay even more. So we probably should reactivate some of these delays. So we should put this up like that, and then put this kind of around there, is my guess. Then the final one, I'm going to leave alone, because once we get 1 through 5 working, 1 through 4, we can always mess with number 5 and then number 6 up above to get the timings as close to 5.9 as we can. Let's do it again. Be ready with the lap timer button. Sorry if there's any static, I might have stepped on my cable or something. If you hear me now, just let me know in chat to make sure it sounds alright. 15.85 for that one, that's perfect. That one does not need to be touched. 5.92 for the second one, perfect, does not need to be touched. 5.88 for the third one, does not need to be touched. 0.03 away. 6.19 for 4, I don't like that one. Let's check 5 and 6. 5.8. Number 4 is the one that's screwing us over right now. Yep, literally track 4 is the only one that's off, and it's off by 0.3 right now, which is not a full one of these, but we might want to knock this to 1 and then knock this to here and try again. This one will probably get affected by it, but I'm not too worried about that right this second. Like I said, you want to get them consecutively corrected, because then you can correct them as you go rather than going back and having to restart over. .82. This one is perfect. Like I said, it's 0.1 every time or less away from what I want, my goal. Getting it any more perfected is going to be extremely painful and impossible, because making one of those changes adds like 0.1 seconds, so unless it's a 0.1 difference, it's not worth messing with anything below. So far, I think we're good on all times. Come on. Come on, one more good one, and we're done. Alright, check, 15.82, off by less than 0.1. We've had it even closer quite a few times, so human error. 6.02 is off by literally right around 0.1. We may be able to fix that. I'll rerun the test again. I think we officially have them as close to 5.91 that we can get them. Let's go ahead and try again. Just so I can find if one of them's definitely off by enough to warrant a change. If it's 0.1 seconds off, we'll try fixing it again. Or more than 0.1. So we'll use this as the official template. 15.85, once again, not worth touching. 6.03. Seems like track 2 got messed up somehow. 5.89 by off 0.02 off. But I know messing with track 2 is going to mess with the rest of it. I could possibly mess with track 2's delay after the circuit alternates, and this way it shouldn't affect anything else. So lap 1, 15.85, less than 0.1 delay, no touch. 6.03, need to touch. The rest are all 5.89, 5.92. We've officially made this as close as we're going to get it. What I'm thinking, 0.1 delay. We can do it in these right here by just hitting one of them once. We leave all this alone because it's already been perfected. We touch one of these. Back here, it's going to screw me over on track 2 because that delay is going to go into this, ruining everything else working well. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do that. It's better than redoing absolutely everything. Now let's run another test. Like I said, I want to run like 2-3 good tests before I say we're done with this. Start. We don't have to physically test it. Like I said, we calculated every single lap 3 times. I showed you the data. It's as close to it as we're going to get because I did it with Jay Smoke and he really followed my instructions pretty well and everything. We got a really good data together. I was a little bit slow on that one. It's still good. 5.82. 5.87. 5.89. Again, 5.91's our goal, so 5.78, that one's 5.99. Lap 5 and lap 2 seem, I don't know. I think we need more delay on lap No, I did it wrong, that's why. This is supposed to be like this. This is the one I was supposed to touch. That's why it didn't change. There we go. Stupid me. I can just look at the timer until it hits like, 12, 13 seconds, because I know this one's supposed to hit right around 15.9. Alright, let's look. 15.74. Might be able to increase the delay a tiny bit. But again, we'll run more than one test before I touch it again. Lap 2 seems too long now. So we got 15.74. Go down here. Set this back real quick. I'm going to run this again. Trying to be a little bit more attentive to clicking my timer as best as I can. Do it from this side this time. So go off of what the actual person would see. $15.83, 0.08 off, exactly where we want it to be. That one's delayed too long, I think. Swear we had it really close, but I'm starting to wonder if something I did messed it up, because lap 1 seems okay. Lap 2 is somehow too high now. AKA track 2. By, we'll say 0.2. Track 3 seems like it needs an increase. Track 4 is perfect. Track 5 seems like it got messed up in this as well. Track 5 needs a 0.2 add-on. Should be right around there possibly. And the final one also might need slightly less delay. Well, actually, yeah, it's going to need less delay, I think. Let's run the test. This is a pain in the ass trying to get this exactly correct, but eventually it'll work. There's a lot of flip switching and all that bullcrap. I just moved over there because I don't want to see the wires light up, because it's kind of a giveaway that this is coming, and I don't know if I'm hitting it too early for some of them or you know what. 15.87, exactly what we're looking for. 5.72, a little bit too short. So we need to extend the delay. 6.17, too long of a delay. Alright, I'm just going to stop there. We're going to perfect track 2 at this point. We need that 0.2 to track 2. So let's perfect one at a time. And I'm going to add it back here, and this way we'll just work that way. So track 2 had 0.2 off, which in my view is right around like right there. Now let's get track 1 and track 2 again, and then until we get track 2 around 5.9, we won't set up track 3. Then we're just going to work our way out, making each one where we need it to be, and this way we don't have to worry about it. If you guys get my gist, because they're all connected. So unless we perfect one, we won't perfect 2, and henceforth. Let's see if this is it for track 1 and 2. 15.87, looking for a 5.91 or within 0.1 of it. I got 5.84. It is fixed. I'm gonna let the rest play out. I cut the timer off, but 5.84 is close enough to warrant that being corrected. Let's let them all run out, and then we'll test for track 3 next, ignoring 4 through 6. I think I was getting ahead of myself. I was trying to modify circuits in the middle that, you know, if you mess with them, you mess with this circuit here, it's going to F up all these circuits. That's what we've been doing. Kind of the wrong way to go about this. So let's check all 3 tracks. We're just waiting for around 13-14 seconds, and then we'll be ready to click. I think we might need to increase this one a little bit to that too, but somehow I got a really low number there compared to what I was getting before. See if that ruins it or not. It's definitely going to mess up track 2, but we'll get the timing and try and fix it. $15.91 on the dot. I think we fixed that one. Let's hope for as close to 5.9 as we can get. 6.01. So it's about 1 notch off for track 2 now. Which here means we should bring that to there. Now we're going to go back and run tests for track 1 and 2. You're going to see the other lights go on, ignore them. Those circuits, they're going to continue rolling. It has no effect on the current test because it doesn't feed back around. $5.86. 6.06. I got 1604 for the first one. I'm gonna run that again. If I get around the same thing, then we know we need to notch it down 1 notch and then modify second track again. This is a pain in the butt though, guys. We got like 10 minutes left in time too. I accidentally hit the button early. I think it's right around where I need to be, but start it up again. It doesn't, just ignore the lights to the side. Again, they don't feed back around, so. Oops, I forgot to start the damn timer because I forgot to shut it off. Let's let the lights pass again. We're gonna wait for circuit to pass along. Wait another like 5 seconds. Start. So ignore the lights to the left. We're only testing track 1 and 2. The signals can't connect each other. They won't interrupt each other, so we don't got to worry about that. $15.93. 15. Well, 5.95. Let's check track 3. 6.13. So immediately stop at track 3 and say it's off by 0.2. We need to cut one of these repeaters down on track 3. Need to decrease the delay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 notches. Each one should represent 0.1 seconds. It was like right there. thinking like, right, let's try that for track 3. It should not affect track 1 or 2. I'm no longer going to worry about track 1 and 2's numbers. We know they're correct. We just tested it and proved it. We need track 3 and track 2 to have a difference. That's correct. Yep, 5.86 once again for track 2. It's really on par. 5.85 for track 3. Let's check track 4. It's around 6. I want to test track 4 again. I'm trying to click the start button of the timer the second I clicked the button in the building, so I'm not going to make modifications through 1 through 3 for the most part. It's track 4 we're testing again. So 4 needs an additional delay. 4 needs additional delay of 1 notch. Run this again. Thanks for your patience, guys. Definitely shot the late knot. He's been here like the whole time watching this, and I'm guaranteeing this is not the most exciting thing to ever watch on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. That's like perfect. I was over 16 seconds, but I delayed clicked it. That's definitely where we need to be. How about 5? 5's a little bit delayed. 6 isn't long enough, and 5 is over delayed. So we're going to decrease 5 and increase 6. So decrease 5, delay to right there. And we're going to go upstairs and increase this 6 by 1. Probably the one we took off earlier, but we were modifying all the circuits, not really thinking about this. Let's run it again. It's better than watching paint dry. Great analysis. Can't disagree with that. 15.89, exactly where we want it to be. 5.96, exactly where we want it to be. Lap 3 came in a little low. Lap 4 came in a little bit too long. This is great. Lap 5 came in a little bit low. Lap 6 came in a little bit high. Ay. So lap 3 seems like it needs an additional delay. 1, 2, 3. Let's add it in here. That'll add 0.1 seconds to lap 4, which is already off. So for lap 4, I'm going to shut this to here. Maybe put that to there and put that to here. I don't know. It might be horribly wrong, but that's what I'm going to do. If it adds that delay to 6, we're going to need, 5. 5 needs a 0.2, so I'll need a 0.3 delay. So we're going to increase that to here. And lap 6 is off by 0.1. So I'm going to go back up and take away the additional delay. Again, this is just going to be a bunch of bull crap. Eventually we'll get it. from this test right here, we'll decide what and what does not need to be modified. I really don't want to go over time, so I probably won't, but see what happens. Alright, so with the 0.1 delay, lap 1's okay, 0.1 delay, lap 2's okay, 0.1 delay, lap 3 is a little bit high, but I don't know if it's high enough to warrant a change. We can try making the change, I guess, which means decreasing the delay. So we want to be here. Lap 4, getting 0.1 added on will make it possibly correct. Lap 5 is right on par, and lap 6 definitely needs an additional delay, which we just added into the circuit. Alright, let's go ahead and test it as is. Let's not mess with every single track. I'm not really worrying about the first number anymore. We've already proven that for a fact, and that one's going to include the human error the most. The rest should be timed as close to, should be. I got 16.08, but there's a button click, and then the button click on the phone. There's a lot more error in that lap, so I'm not too worried about it. 5.88, perfect. The first one doesn't really matter what the delay is. It matters 2 through 5, because you don't want it to be too far off. Ooh, that was really low. That was a little bit late. That was a little bit early. So, lap 1 we'll consider done. Doesn't really matter. Whenever the light goes off, it goes off. We just have to make sure the difference 5.91 transfers to the remaining tracks. I'm talking about, you guys get it, because like this one goes off, it doesn't matter what the delay is. This light goes off, you go. What matters is making sure the time between these two guys is as close to 5.91 as possible. Currently, lap 2 is good, lap 3 is good, lap 4 is bad, aka track 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Track 4 is off. It needs an additional like 0.4 delay, so we basically got to turn one of these completely on. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Try that. Now let's run the test. I'm probably going to stay on this a little bit longer. We might push Prey Typhon Hunter a little bit back. I try and play a little bit past 7, no guarantees. So it'd be nice to get this off the to-do list. .88, lap 2 again showing perfect. 5.88, come on lap 4. 5.95. Come on, 5.9s and we're good. 6.08. Shit. Alright. It's 5 and 6 seem to be a problem now. 6 is almost on par. 5 is 0.17 above. So for 5 we need to decrease the delay by 1 notch. So we'll go here and we'll do it like that. And that should make us have to add a delay on the track 6 of 1 notch. And I'm going to check one more thing down here before we run another test. Do I have any of these on? No. And sure, you can tell me a secret as long as it's appropriate. Alright, if it all goes to plan, this will be the final test. As long as everything's within 0.1 of 5.91, we should be okay. 15.9 on the dot, we're looking for 15.91. 5.94, off by 0.03. 5.88. Everything seems good. Track 4 is the only one that might have an issue. Everything else is perfect. So if we're going to have to mess with track 4 individually, we'll mess with it individually in a different way. I'm running a test again because I want to see if that error is consistent for track 4. I really don't want to have to juggle the rest of the tracks again. You guys can understand, because we've been just juggling them back and forth. God damn it, I hit the fin lap button early. Alright, let's wait for a few of these to go on. I might just call it and we can finish testing it next time. I don't want to push over too long. So I don't know how long it takes for that button to push in, how long it takes the register to click to go in to send a signal. That could be a 0.1 issue causing some of our delays. I really don't know. It proved to be okay that time. So that time, everything seems to be within 0.1. Lap 2 we've gotten better results, so I know that even though it's off by 0.9, we've had it closer before. I think I clicked it a little bit early. Lap 1 I clicked a little bit late, I know that for sure, which is why it's a little bit high. Lap 3, 4, I did good. Lap 5 I clicked, it might have been a little bit late. It's only off, it's off by less than 0.1 seconds, so it's still okay, and so is lap 6. So I think we're going to call it, I think the delays are so minuscule that it's not worth messing with these to fix like a 0.03 second delay. It's not even possible to do that. Each one of these notch represent, you know, 0.12, 0.115 seconds or something stupid. Hence why it keeps messing up when I change them, because it messes all the totals up. And I think we're good because everything's within 0.1 seconds, which means that it should give us the fairest chance of winning. If we run the Olympic tournament and everything's staggered, you know, that'll be that. Of course, my game like froze or something. I swear to God, if it froze and didn't save that, I'll be pretty pissed. But come on, Minecraft, seriously? There we go. I was about to be pissed at Minecraft. I know it's auto-saving all the time, but I don't know the last time it auto-saved. I don't know if it was 3 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago. Gotta make sure. But I'd say this is ready for the Olympic tournament now. And, you know, if we hold the race and somehow this guy's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, we know that this is all wrong. Or if vice versa. The reason we changed it last time I calculated 1.7 seconds, and then we went to like, you know, over 2, I think. And when we did the 1.7, I think the inside won, but then when we switched it and the delay was larger, the outside won or something like that. And like it was staggered each time where they were in order of, you know, lane, so we knew that was messed up. We still allowed someone to be determined the winner. But this time we're hoping to avoid that. I think we will. That's going to be the end of the stream, though. I'll probably test this again next Sunday. Hopefully with J-Smoke here. Maybe have some subs come in to help out with TGS Towers, fill in their apartments, all that stuff. And maybe we'll run a test race to see how it goes staggering-wise. If it's staggered, if it seems correct, we'll figure it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and sub. Catch you later. Keep retracting messages late not. Peace out.